Welcome back to another episode of the podcast. I am Jonathan O. Walker, and this is Story Behind the Photo podcast. Let's get it poppin'. I'm back. Back. If y'all watching on YouTube, y'all see the new spot. I finally got my studio, so I will be shooting the podcast from this space. Probably have other people with the guests over here, or I might just put the camera back and then we have couches like over here. So I'm excited. I'm gonna do the podcast more frequently. I say that every podcast, but I have a space. I've been waiting to get more furniture and get the space more established before I start back up. Now I'm here, got the space, got the little yellow couch, and I'm excited. So, what have y'all been up to? As me, I've been getting the studio ready. We just had an open house last week. So, I'm excited. The link to the renting the space and stuff like that is up. So, that's what I've been doing lately. Been having this new space for probably 4 months. Yeah, around like 4 months. I had to save up some money. I had to get stuff ready for the studio of getting couches and carpet, tables, backdrops, lights. There's a lot of stuff I had to do. So thank God I got a team that we can do that stuff together. I don't have to put all my money in just one thing. We could just split it. It's kind of easier that way. So yeah, so this podcast, if you don't already know, we only did a couple episodes. So this podcast is a photography podcast, but also we mix in with the hip hop culture, everything that's going on in the space, and it's just going to be my perspective, photographer perspective of the culture, and also my industry, what I'm in. So I'm excited about this journey of just doing the podcast. I know it's awkward me talking. I make YouTube videos, but I had to do more long form content. So this is what I'm doing. So we in there. I'm excited. It's a couple things that I want to talk about today, and it's more in the photography space. It is TFP Bandits. As you're a photographer, you already know what a TFP is. Models. Basically, it is models that we shoot on occasionally, not all the time. And that's when we would mutually agree to do a free shoot. And I come, if I have a studio, so basically I have a studio now, they'll come for free. We'll agree on the type of photos we're going to do. So if I do like 10 photos or 5 photos, that's what we agree on. Basically, it should be mutual, that I want to do type of shots that I want to do for my portfolio, vice versa. And she might need, or he might need some type of shots for his portfolio. So basically, we just agree on doing that stuff, and that's what it is. We have TFP Bandits in the area, bro. Oh my God, I'm getting sick and tired of these people. There's a lot of people. Photographers already know, but there is a group of TFP bandits in the area that hop on different photographers and just trying to get free shoots. And I hate them because they never want to support what you're doing. They want you to pay for everything. They want you to do all this stuff for free. It's crazy. It's like, I don't get it. Like, I have friends that I talk to all the time, and it's like a group of people that's in the area that always want to reach out to you and ask for a collab. Man, stop doing those collabs all the time, man, because these people just don't never want to support, pay your price. They just want to do free shoots. And when you eventually say your price, they just stop talking to you and they hop on to the next person. It's like we know the type of photographers that do those type of shoots. I don't know why. I do. Some of the and this is some stuff that people need to know. Some of y'all photographers are lame, and I'm gonna say it because some of y'all don't really get women or men, whatever y'all into. Some of y'all only time that y'all get the opportunity to talk to beautiful women or the opposite sex or whatever type of people is through photography, and y'all just always trying to do free shoots and be weird and all this other stuff. And I can tell because some of these people, studios, and I'm not gonna say names, but some of the studios that always do the TFP models, always doing late shoots, always in drama. Those are the type of photographers you don't need to be associate yourself with, because it's like, bro, I get it, but sometimes no, I don't get it. It's like some of y'all photographers is just messing it up for the game. They only go to you because you're doing free shoots and you always in some type of drama stuff. I know I'm not the only one, but that's what I've been noticing while having a studio. Also been in this game for a couple years, and that's when I'm been basically noticing. Because when I first started doing photography, I did TFP shoots all the time, and models would reach out and said, "Can I? Can we collab? I would like to collab with you. I like your work." That's what they get you. I like your work. You're pretty dope. All this nonsense, and they say that at the beginning. And as a person that just started out, I understand. You know, you just trying to build your name, trying to be used to getting clients and getting people in front of your camera. So I understand that. Eventually, you know, it's gonna come to a point with a photographer and model that you have to stand your ground and say, "Hey, you gotta pay. I ain't doing no free shoots and all this other stuff. It's, like stuff costs, laptop costs, the camera costs, lens costs, editing costs, like your time that you're gonna spend editing costs." And then when you do when you do some of these TFP shoots, it's like we agree on 5, 10 photos, and then you have them pick them out or you send them to them, and then they'll text you back or email you back or DM you back and say, is it? Is all the photos? Yeah, it's all the photos. If you want the rest of the photos, you gotta pay. Like, what do you think this is? It's like you get a free photo, you get a free photo, you get a free photo, you get a free photo. Nah, pay for that. Pay for it. Like, support your photographer. It's like you going to not CVS, I would say CVS. It's like you going to JC Penney's. Are you gonna ask for a free photo? No. You pay the price. That's it. So that's the stuff I had to get off my chest, because it's a lot of people that there's a lot of photographers that deals with that all the time. And sometimes you might just think it's just you, but it's not you. It's a lot of photographers that's dealing with the same thing. So models, support your photographer. Okay? Please and thank. Nah, I don't. I actually even know. Not please and thank you. Thank you. So in other news, if you haven't already heard or seen or been on Twitter in the internet world, Yachty has been in backlash and been crashing out on everybody. It's because his late. What is the podcast called? I forgot Yachty's podcast. What is it called? So the podcast is called A Safe Place, and Yachty has been going crazy on his co-host Mitch, and I guess that's his so-called best friend. And they had Key Glock on there going crazy, talking down on him, talking about what will you be without me, all this other stuff. And then it's crazy. It's like, because I get it, you have those like debates and stuff like that because you're more famous than your best friend or your friend. But have that on a podcast and to have that in front of like a podcast guest is crazy, because it's like you can have that conversation if you want to, but have it private or without the cameras. Or if you did have it with the cameras, I'll cut that out, because it's like you shitted on him, and then yeah, you're a more popular person, and if they're supposed to be your homie or your friend or your best friend, if one of your best friend get famous and you can help him with his career as a friend, you should be able to do. You should do that. You shouldn't and then do that and then put that shit in his face like it's nothing. Like, bro, in front of the whole world. I get no, I don't guess, because that I don't like that, because you could have just said it in a private place, or y'all could have had that stuff out of the podcast, because you shitted on his stuff. But I get it where you came from. But to have that on the podcast and to have the whole world, and you think that was okay, I think Yachty's so far removed from the norm. Um, I think some of the stuff that he's saying, he don't understand I won't say repercussions, but the backlash or the effect it can have. Because when I saw it, I just saw Yachty trending, and I didn't understand why. Then I started looking at the video, and then I'm like, "Dang, dude! Like, you didn't have to say all that." And I get it, but not like that. Not in front of the guests, in front of the podcast. It's supposed to be a safe place. It's supposed to be a safe place, and then you saying all this stuff. So I think that um, I think it's crazy. And then it's supposed to be a safe place, but then you putting down your man, and I don't understand that. So it's crazy. If you haven't looked it up, go look it up. It's Yachty's podcast, and see what I'm talking about. You can just YouTube it or put on Twitter, and it's up. It's up right now. So just look at it, see what you thought about it, and just let me know. And then yeah, and then Yachty's going back and forth with one of his ex artists. I forgot her name, but he's going back and forth because articles came out, or people came out saying that she was getting bullied by Yachty, and then Yachty went on a rant last night talking about what would you be at if I didn't help you out? I wrote your raps. I wrote this. I put this in your ear. I put these diamonds in your ear. This in your put this type of watch on you. Stuff like that. Like, bro, I get it. But he's spazzing. He's spazzing out. Like, at the end of the day, it's crazy, because the stuff that Yachty's doing right now is the same thing that Joe Budden was doing when he was spazzing out on Yachty when he did his first interview on Everyday Struggle. And then that person, I won't say Yachty's turning into Joe, but I'm saying he's having tendencies that you can correlate what's going on. Not what's going on. You can correlate the well, how will I say it? You just correlate the two. It's just how similar they're becoming. I say that at that same age. So that's what that's crazy. I just got prints that I'm gonna make a YouTube video about probably later on. But I just got prints for the studio. There's already a couple, probably like 6, 7, 8 prints up right now. And I just got prints for the studio. Let me show y'all. So this is one of the prints that I did. I don't know if you can see. Let's see. This is one of the prints. And then this print right here, as you can see. So the people that's just listening. So if you go to my page, it's the woman that's in the green background, have jewelry on her neck, and it looked like she has tattoos on her hands. And that's the picture that I'm talking about that I'm going to put in the studio. I'm excited about it. I think people's gonna love the vibe of that picture. I think that picture represent me and the vibes that I want out for my photography and my type of style. So I'm excited about that for the new people to come and see all the new photos that I'm working on and doing. Yeah, so that'll be it for today. I'm back with the podcast. I'm trying to make one. Okay, I always say that, but this week it's done. So I'm gonna make another one next week, and I'm trying to be more consistent. I don't know if I'll be more consistent with the video, but just talking to y'all and being more audio stuff, I will be on a weekly basis. So, like I said again, this podcast is a photography podcast. I will have photography people that's in the industry, the photography industry, or just in the industry, come here, talk, chat, speak their experience, and also I'm in the culture of the hip hop, so I'm going to be talking about everything hip hop with that mixture of photography and creativity. So and if the people that I have on here, it's going to be more people that's behind the scenes, that's creating the amazing photos and videos and content that y'all see the artists and creators create. So that is what this podcast is about. Also, of course, we're gonna have artists on here. So I'm excited. That's it for today. I am Jonathan O. Walker, and this is Story Behind a Photo podcast.